So we're going to talk about passing the half guard. And there's a lot of different versions of half guard, so there's a lot of different ways to pass the half guard. If they have a knee shield and it is impossible to get up to their armpit to get like a crossbody half guard where I'm laying them down, my options are to collapse this or to widen it out. And that's going to depend on what direction I feel like I can move this knee shield. If I can move it out by turning that way, then I want to get my underhook and start working over under. I tend to prefer that, but a lot of times you go that way and there's just nothing for it. There's no reach underneath, there's nothing. And that means you know they're putting a lot of pressure this direction. So what I'm going to work on is sprawling back with my legs. It's come to my attention that some people think sprawling is about going forward, but in this position, I'm sprawling backwards, and that flattens his legs out with me on top of them. If I add to that a hand weave or a double over, we'll go with a hand or a leg weave right now, where I go through into his other leg. Now, again, instead of trying to go up to his head and then sprawl back, I'm sprawling my chest down to his knee and sprawling my legs back, sorry.
No, it's good.
From here, I'm gonna put my shoulder in the back of his hamstring. This hand's gonna come and stop these legs from doing anything else. And now I can start walking up and back. It's really important that sprawl, it's not always quick. Like if Russell's really trying to hold on to my leg here, it's gonna take a while, and I'm just gonna keep slowly putting pressure backwards until I undo his hamstring curl. And we're here, he's gonna push on my head, he's gonna do things, but as long as I keep his knees pinched one way or another, I get to start climbing up and climbing up. Sometimes in that fight, he realizes the knee shield is not doing him any favors, or we pass it through and they move to some kind of lockdown. If we're in a non-knee shield half guard, our fight typically is for the underhook and to put them flat on their back. That is the most control you can have in this position. So if I can get my underhook and I can get chest to chest and I can get here, he doesn't have much of a guard anymore. And from here, the one thing I want to really point out is I'm not in a hurry on top here. I'm in a controlling position. There's no reason for me to try and get crazy about getting my leg out and lift my hips up, because that gives him things back. The priority is hitting this leg. So if I can bring this foot in and get anything on here, now I can start working my legs out. But if I try to be in a hurry, that's no good. So we're going to switch attacks here. If he starts getting his underhook in this position, now we got to sit back up. There's no reason to stay down there as he gathers his underhook, because the other option is to completely turn the other way, right? So if he's got his underhook, we turn the other way, we lay on him, we start working on breaking apart this half guard and pulling ourselves through. So again, just like in the open guard, changing levels, changing tactics, if I can get to here, great. If on my way here, Russell starts fighting, I get back to this twister half guard control and I start breaking those legs open and moving through. So we don't want to be stuck to one path. We always want to be reacting to what our partner is doing to our thing. So even if I have a good underhook, if he gets up on his shoulder, I no longer have the thing I thought I had, and we're going to move to a different tactic.